This bright gold bar didn't come from a mine. It was made from the toxic waste we throw away. Thousands of dollars worth of wealth are hidden inside discarded SIM cards, which we waste every day. Let's see this incredible journey of transforming trash into gold through material alchemy. These piles of discarded e-waste around us are actually modern gold mines. What we consider to be just garbage hides priceless wealth. Millions of mobile phones are discarded every day, and with them, tons of precious metals are lost. This small piece of plastic or SIM card has a 24-karat pure gold plating right in the middle. But extracting this gold is no ordinary task. It is a complex scientific challenge. A remarkable and exciting journey of extracting wealth from e-waste is beginning. Our every step will be well-planned, perfect, and 100% scientific. Let's see how real shiny gold comes out of a handful of old SIM cards. Although the structure of a typical SIM card may seem simple at first glance, it contains a complex arrangement of metals inside. The gold on the outside is not actually a color, but rather a very fine coating of real 24-karat gold. Data exchange in telecommunications requires high conductivity, which is almost impossible without gold. Underneath the gold is a layer of nickel and copper, which makes the card long-lasting and stable. Gold is unparalleled in its resistance to oxidation or rust, so even after years of exposure to moisture, the data on the SIM card is not lost. Each SIM card contains only a few milligrams of gold, but when we put thousands of cards together, it is worth hundreds of dollars. Our main goal is to chemically separate the precious gold from this plastic and base metal. The analysis is over. Now it is time to destroy this digital waste and extract the wealth from it. The first major challenge in this process is to collect thousands of SIM cards. Mobile repair shops are one of the biggest sources of e-waste. These cards are collected in bulk from recycling centers. A kilogram of SIM card has the potential to contain several grams of gold. Choosing good quality chips is very important for the ultimate profit. After collection, the main purification process of scrap metal begins. This waste collection helps reduce environmental pollution to a large extent. Once sufficient raw materials are collected, we move on to our next step. The first step in the mechanical separation of gold has begun. A heavy shredder machine breaks the SIM cards into small pieces. The gold chips are then removed from the plastic casing. A vibrating sieve separates the large plastic particles. Now we have a pure mixture of concentrated gold chips. Air currents are used to remove light dust. These collected chips are now fully prepared for the chemical process. In the next step, we will use extreme heat and acid. Now it's time to burn the gold chips at high temperatures. The remaining plastic burns to ash at a temperature of 800 degrees Celsius. The toxic fumes emitted are cleaned by special filters. The intense heat is able to keep only the metal parts intact. After the burning process, the remains are kept to cool. Now the plastic has turned to ash, and the gold has been exposed. These burnt parts need to be crushed and turned into powder. Our main chemical alchemy will begin with this powder. Safety is the top priority in a professional laboratory. It is mandatory to wear appropriate PPE before starting chemical work. Nitric and hydrochloric acids will be used here. These strong acids need to be handled with extreme care. Advanced ventilation systems help to remove toxic gases. Maintaining the correct proportions is key to a successful reaction. Working in a safe environment is the foundation of our process. Preparation is complete. Now we enter the first acid bath session. Now we pour concentrated nitric acid over the powder. Nitric acid dissolves metals like copper and nickel. The reaction produces highly toxic brown fumes. As the copper dissolves, the liquid turns dark green. Gold is a noble metal, so it does not dissolve in this acid. Applying mild heat speeds up the chemical reaction. Once the reaction is complete, the mixture must be allowed to settle. Now it is time to separate the gold flakes. The filtration process will begin using filter paper. The green copper nitrate solution is being carefully poured into the funnel. The acid is slowly settling to the bottom, and the gold is settling to the top. This green liquid is just waste, no longer needed. The fine gold particles are now clearly visible on the filter paper. The last of the acid is being washed away with distilled water. We now have the washed and purified concentrated gold. The next step will be to melt it completely and convert it into liquid gold. We are now making Aqua Regia, or strong Aqua Regia. This is a 3-to-1 mixture of hydrochloric and nitric acid. Only this mixture can completely dissolve solid gold. The gold particles are slowly turning into liquid gold. The solution has now taken on a bright orange or golden color. All the gold is now mixed into this chemical liquid. We need to filter this liquid one more time to remove impurities. Our next task is to solidify the gold from this liquid. Removing the excess nitric acid is essential for the next step. We are using urea, which neutralizes the excess acid. As soon as the urea is added, the liquid will bubble up a lot. You need to add urea until the bubbling stops. This process stabilizes the liquid gold for the next step. The solution is now completely ready, free of excess nitric acid. We need SMB to recover metallic gold from the gold liquid. This powder separates the gold molecules and the liquid gold into particles. As soon as SMB is added, the transparent orange color starts to turn black. These black cloud-like floating particles are actually the gold we want. Gradually, the gold particles start to settle down under the pull of gravity. Our pure gold is hidden in this brown layer that accumulates at the bottom. We have to wait at least 12 hours for all the gold to settle. Patience is the biggest tool in the last step of this process. After 12 hours, we carefully pour off the clear waste liquid from above. Now the brown gold powder is washed and cleaned with distilled water. We rinse it with hot water to remove any remaining chemicals. This washing process continues until the water is completely clear. Once the washing is complete, the powder is collected by drying it in the water over low heat. This ordinary brown dust is actually 99% pure gold particles. Now it's time to melt it back into its familiar form. The brown gold powder is now being taken into a ceramic crucible. The melting process begins with the application of a temperature of 1064 degrees Celsius. A little borax is added so that the gold melts smoothly. The intense heat transforms the brown dust into bright liquid gold. This is the final and magical moment of gold's transformation. As soon as the heat is removed, the liquid solidifies. A bead of pure gold now shines before us. Those tiny particles from the SIM card have now become a valuable asset. It's time to test the weight of our hard-earned gold. We got about 2.5 grams of pure gold from 5,000 SIM cards. The current market price of this gold is about $185. Even after excluding the cost of acid and chemicals, the profit figure is quite impressive. This is the greatest success of converting waste into wealth. If this is done on a large scale, it can turn into a multi-million-dollar business. Billions of dollars of precious metals are lost every year worldwide in e-waste. With the right technology, e-waste can be the modern mine of the future. Urban mining is a modern and smart solution for today's world. It is a unique way to protect the environment from toxic e-waste. Even though natural gold mines are exhausted, new mines are at our fingertips. Recycling used technology will ensure a sustainable future for the world. You can also be a partner in this revolutionary journey of material alchemy. Only the right use of science can transform garbage into invaluable wealth. See you in a new and exciting documentary. Remember, wealth is in your eyes, you just have to recognize it.